So what you're going to do is you're going to take a nice deep breath. Doesn't matter if it's with your lungs or whatever. If you still haven't gotten the hang of it, that's fine. What you're going to do is you're going to breathe out all of your air. Breathe it all out so that you feel like there's none left, okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3, and count slowly. None of the 1, 2, 3, okay? So 1, 2, 3. You're going to bend over, count to 1, 2, 3 again, stand up, and breathe in. And you'll notice that it comes to the right spot. That's because it's very natural. That's where your breath is going to come from if you need a quick, big breath. Okay? So, let's try that again. You try it with me. Ready? Breathe out. 1, 2, 3. Bend over. 1, 2, 3. Stand up and breathe in. Okay. Alright, so try that a couple times. See if you can get that breath to where it should be going. Alright, now that we've done the precursor breathing exercises, now we're actually going to try some vocal exercises to put with it. Now this is where it gets a little complicated, and a lot of people think, oh yeah, I'll take voice lessons, it's easier than piano lessons. Not necessarily. Sure, you only have to read one note at a time, but you also have to be a good multitasker. But what we're going to do is we're going to start with our basic level that we just did. So that's learning how to breathe correctly. Then we're going to put on one more level today. And that is being able to sing with the breathing and the tone at the same time. Okay? Alright, so give me just a minute. And this is the part of the show where we start with some vocalises. Okay, so let's start off. We're going to do a very easy one. We're going to start off by humming. Now what we're going to do, I'm assuming that every time that we begin an exercise, anytime you take in a breath, you're going to try to make it the deep breath. So one way you can do that is you can keep your hands up in the air for the first few and see if that works. Or whatever it is that works for you. So start off, if you need to, right before we begin, you can do the bend over method and then stand back up and that sort of thing. So whatever works for you, but just try different things. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by humming 3 notes. And we're going to go up by half steps. When I'm humming that my mouth is somewhat open. So if you had your mouth open like this, okay, you're just going to close your lips around that. So that way it's nice and open on the inside. So we're not going to go too high today. And this one we're going to do is ma 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 ma. Okay, just like that. So 5 notes. Up and then down. Here we go. Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. Ma ma ma. Taking a big breath before we sing each set. And as you go up higher, I want you to see if you can use a little bit more of that breath. So push out a little bit more. So in other words, your diaphragm is going to be being pushed a little bit more inward. Okay? So ma 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 ma. more air coming out at a faster rate. Ma 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 ma. Last one. Ma 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 ma. Okay, so let's do another 5-note exercise. We're gonna do the same thing, but this time we're gonna go ma 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 ma. And in fact, let's change it from ma 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 to oh wee oh wee oh wee oh wee oh. Okay. Oh wee oh wee oh wee oh wee oh wee oh. Oh wee oh wee oh wee oh wee oh wee oh. Oh wee oh wee oh wee oh wee oh wee oh. Oh wee oh wee oh wee oh wee oh wee oh. Oh wee oh wee oh wee oh wee oh wee oh. All right, you try the rest on your own. Very nice. Let's do some ha ha ha. So we're going to go ha 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 ha. And actually, let's start up a little bit higher so that we can work our way down. Ready? Ha 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 ha. And this time, as we're going down, also, every time you do the ha ha ha, do it like we did with the karate chop, and you should feel it right here in your diaphragm, that little jump. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. Okay, so we've done our low and now our high notes. What we're going to do next is actually start applying it to an actual song. You may have heard of this song before. It's called Homeward Bound. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sing it through, and then I'm going to have you can stop it and listen to it several times so that you get to know the song pretty well. And the things that we're going to be trying to do in this song is work on singing softly and loud and relaxing the whole time. So everything we do, we want to be very relaxed. So your diaphragm is doing the pushing in and out, okay? Or pushing out, excuse me. And then it'll slowly come back in as you release air, okay? But we want our throat, at the same time, while your diaphragm's doing all the work, your throat should be very relaxed. So you shouldn't feel any tension from right here. Okay, so here goes. In the quiet, misty morning, when the moon has gone to bed, when the sparrows stop their singing, and the sky is clear and red, when the summer ceased its gleaming, when the corn is past its prime, when adventure's lost its meaning, I'll be homeward bound in time. Bind me not to the pasture, chain me not to the plough, set me free to find my calling, and I'll return to you somehow. If you find it's me you're missing, if you're hoping I'll return to your thoughts, I'll soon be listening. In the road I'll stop and turn, then the wind will set me racing as my journey nears its end, and the path I'll be retracing when I'm homeward bound again. Bind me not to the pasture, chain me not to the plough, set me free to find my calling, times, just get an idea. Sorry, my cell phone went off right in the middle of it, so if I sounded a bit distracted for a couple measures there, then sorry about that. Okay, so what we would want to do is get really used to the song and then go back through a couple of parts. One thing is, the first thing we probably look at is phrasing. So, for instance, we would not want to sing, "In the quiet, misty morning, when the moon has gone to bed." That sounds really choppy, doesn't it? So what we do when we're singing phrases is we make sure we have enough breath, first of all, and then secondly, we think through the phrases. So you think through a phrase like it's a musical sentence. So you wouldn't say, I went to play ball with my dad, right? You probably wouldn't say it that way. So you'd probably say, I went to play ball with my dad. So you could either not take any pauses there, or you could say, I went to play ball with my dad. So, so there might not be any pauses there, or you might put one slight pause in there. But either way, it's still a phrase. So you're still thinking of it being all kind of connected to each other. So this is the phrase, in the quiet, misty morning, when the moon has gone to bed. Now the hard thing about some of these phrases are, you're hitting some high notes up there. So what you need to do in preparation for those high notes is after you take your breath, after morning, then when the moon has gone to bed, think of gone to bed as being kind of a sigh. So, moon has gone. Okay, so if you do it on ah, that'll be pretty helpful. Then you can put the words to it. When the moon has gone to bed. Okay, when you actually sing this, you're probably going to need to use a little bit more, make sure you have your big breath, and feel like you're giving it a little bit more of a push, like a lifted breath. So you're lifting that diaphragm to give that extra little push for that high note. So go through and see if you can find all the places where you want to take a breath in the song, and then notice the places where you want to get loud and soft. When you see, if you look up music and you've played music before or anything like that, you've seen little symbols like an F and a P and things like that. The F stands for loud. The P stands for soft. So that means sing softly or sing loud. You might also see an M. The M is the easiest one. It means medium or mezzo. So medium, so if you see that connected to a P, like MP or MF, that means medium loud or medium soft. So go through your music and see what you can figure out about your voice. And let me know. Leave comments. I'd love to know kind of what you're thinking about this song, the parts that you're having trouble with, anything like that. So good luck, and I hope this has been helpful to you.